Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Robb here for Southwest Florida Television. Partly cloudy skies today. About 74 degrees. Going to get up to 89 today. It's a little warm for this time of year. We do stand a chance today and tomorrow for some isolated showers. It's going to be hit and miss. The water's pretty darn calm. Not quite smooth as glass, but it's calm. The tide's going out, low tide's around 11 o'clock this morning. Water temperature 82 degrees. Hit that share button, let everybody know I'm here. Good morning, Deborah. In Virginia. The water looks great. Something over here. School of fish. Just saw the water rippling right over in here. Wish you were out here with me. I'm going to take a stroll down Vanderbilt Beach this morning. This will be the last walk for a while without heavy equipment on the beach. We're going to start the beach renourishment, bringing in all the sand tomorrow morning. The dump trucks will be lining up on Vanderbilt Beach Road. There won't be any street parking for anyone for the beach there. Parking garage is open, and the pedestrian access, you can walk out to Vanderbilt Beach Park. You just can't use the drop-off that's closed to vehicles, but you can park in the garage. So keep that in mind and stay out of the workers' way. I just wanted to give you a little peek at Delnor-Wiggins though before I walk down Vandy Beach. There's going to be hundreds and hundreds of dump trucks. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them bringing sand in. Hey Scott, good morning.
Running late today.
Oh, I've been out.
Oh, okay.
I've been down at Vanderbilt Beach Park. Yeah, I came in all the way down Vanderbilt Beach Park this morning and walked up here. I wanted to see if they had all their equipment staged yet, and I think they still have to bring in a couple of those big earth movers, those big haulers, those big dump trucks. I think I only saw 3 out there this morning. Normally they start with about 5, but they might be doing things a little differently this year. I'll talk more about that as I'm walking down the beach. And I don't know if any of the guys are going to be there this morning to get the scoop. That water feels awesome. I mean, awesome. It's so clear. Check out that little video I posted yesterday of the water here. It was beautiful. Just before I left, I recorded a little 1.5-minute video. Gray clouds, but out here now, but it's still gorgeous. You know, we're at the beach. That's all that matters, right? On a beautiful Sunday. I think it's a beautiful Sunday in paradise. The beach makes it a beautiful day. Being with my beach family. 8 o'clock. I hear the church bells ringing. So we're going to walk down that beach. It's been a little while since we walked down Vanderbilt Beach. And I just kind of wanted to let you know, again, what's going to be happening with that beach renourishment. Some people are acting surprised, like they didn't know this was happening. I've been talking about it for a couple of years, and it's been in the news. It's been on the county's website. It's not new news by any means, the beach renourishment. Some people just live in their little bubble. I don't know how many people ask me when they're walking out onto the beach on Friday. And they're like, what's going on here? What's going on? And then people are saying, why did they wait? Why did they wait till the beginning of the season to do this? I bet everybody watching this video knows the answer to that question. Why did they wait until after? They were going to wait till after November. They actually started a little bit early. But why do they wait? Or the end of October, I'm sorry. Why did they wait to the end of October? Wait till November to start? Why? Who knows the answer to that? It's a simple answer. What are all those areas that are marked off with yellow and orange ribbons on our beaches for 5 months? Yeah, sea turtle nesting season. They can't come in and redo the beach during sea turtle nesting season. Some people don't care about the sea turtles, and to those that have that attitude, that's what I think of you. Our sea turtles were on this beach long before us. I love this park. I'd rather be walking up there to Wiggins Pass. But I got to get around just because there are people that want to see what's going on here. I try to let people know what's going on. I'm not the news. But when things like this, the beach renourishment happen, I try to let people know what's going on. Our fishermen. If you're a fisherman out here, if you come out here fishing on the beach, up here in North Naples, down in Pelican Bay, all the way up to Wiggins Pass, be careful. Oh, a whole bunch of pelicans swimming down to Clam Pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Over a dozen of them. But if you're a fisherman up here in North Naples, at about 6:15, let's see, 6:15, 6:30 this morning, I was walking up Vanderbilt Beach, and along comes an FWC officer walking down the beach. He came in from up here. I ran into him, down just a little north of La Playa. I said, hey, you're out early? He's like, yeah. I said, what you doing? He says, I'm looking for people that aren't looking for me. So beware, fishermen. Make sure you have your license in order. You have to have a fishing license here in Florida. Saltwater and freshwater. So the beach renourishment. The way they've done this in the past. Now, like I said earlier, they might be doing it differently this year. But all of the equipment is down at the south end of Vanderbilt Beach, at Vanderbilt Beach Park, where the parking garage is and the drop-off, down by the Ritz. All the sand comes in down there. That's the only access they have. They bring the sand in, and they just keep bringing dump truck after dump truck after dump truck. They pile it up. They stockpile the sand. And then they have these big dump trucks, earth movers. They look like the big earth movers. They're like miniature ones, like the ones they use in the mines, those big dump trucks. They load them up with the sand, and they drive all the way up the beach. They come all the way up here, and they start just dumping piles and piles and piles and piles and piles of sand on the beach. So it takes them a while to do this. It's going to take 6-7 weeks, I think, is what they're estimating. So they bring the sand up here and they start pushing it out towards the water. And they slowly start making their way down the beach. So initially, there's a lot of trucks just going up and down the beach, up and down, back and forth. And they're leaving behind these huge, huge ruts. I mean, huge ruts in the sand. You got to kind of traverse them if you come out at the beach access points. The access is going to be, it's going to be changing almost on a daily basis to the beach. They try to give people access to the beach. They don't want to take your beach away from you. But it can be kind of treacherous at times walking across those ruts. So they'll just keep bringing the sand up here, and as they get further to the south, they'll cut back on the number of dump trucks, and they finish up at Vanderbilt Beach Park. But I only saw 3 trucks there. Like I said this morning, 3 of those big dump trucks, maybe 4. It was dark. Normally they have 5 when they start. They might have to fill in a little of the beach between here and Vanderbilt Beach Park before they start running the sand up here. There's a couple places where at high tide the beach is very, very narrow. Like in front of the Turtle Club is one of them. So they might be widening the beach in those real skinny areas first so they can get the big trucks up here. Just a thought. I don't know. That's my thoughts. All I can say is it's kind of a mess. If you don't want to deal with it, go to Delnor-Wiggins. Go down to Clam Pass Park, Seagate Beach, Loudermilk. Just stay off Vanderbilt Beach, because it is a mess. It's going to be a mess. The little birds. I've got video somewhere from a couple years ago when they redid the beach where the people are sitting out in their beach chairs and the umbrellas at the Turtle Club at the Vanderbilt Beach Resort. And you see these huge dump trucks rolling behind them. People are determined. They pay all that money to come down here and stay on the beach. They're going to sit out on the beach, by George. Keeping an eye out for some dolphins here. Seeing tons of fish splashing around, but no dolphins chasing after them. Look how clear that water is. Rocky bottom here. When that sun gets up, it is going to be gorgeous. There's a little olive shell. We've been seeing a lot of those out on the sandbars at Wiggins in the morning. There's a little empty one. A little olive. They always have shells jammed in them. It's weird. I'll leave that here for somebody else. I got plenty of these and much bigger ones. Better specimens. There's one of our great egrets. Beautiful birds. Yes, you're a beautiful bird. You are a beautiful creature. Look at that. Wouldn't you agree with me? Beautiful. So majestic. You ever see them coming in for a landing? They're so graceful. It's just like they float down onto the beach. They just spread those wings. Float down from the heavens. It's going to take off soon. It's not, it doesn't like me getting its, well, maybe it's going to catch a fish for us. That'd be cool. It's looking, it's seeing something. Oh, a miss. Stalking its prey. Beautiful colors. Must not be a lot of fish in the water, or else it's looking for that perfect one. Because I see a lot of little fish swimming around here. Probably looking for something big. Ah, 2 misses in a row. Well, bud, I gotta get moving down the beach. Wish I could see you having your breakfast. You will. Paula, good morning. All right. Kelly, good morning. Little snowy egret waltzing by. The great egret to the right and the little snowy. Little sunlight peeking through the, in between the condos here. Boy, yesterday it got really windy yesterday afternoon. Really windy. Some red drift algae in the water out there. I've been seeing little clumps of it here and there. Another little snowy, little plover running along the beach, a seagull there. A willet bird screeching. There goes the willet. A couple of jet skis, somebody staying in one of these timeshares here. Brought their jet skis along. Sea-doos, wave runners, jet skis, they're all the same. There's a crabber picking up his traps, or checking his traps, and one or the other are putting traps out. Stone crab season here. See if I can zoom into the crab boat. It's a small one, it's not a big one. Huh. That's as close as I can get. I thought I'd get a little closer. As you can see, the traps piled up on the back. Looks like he's might have one up there he's checking. Look at all the birds going by. Did you see all those birds? Who likes those stone crab claws? They're so darn expensive. So I don't know if he's harvesting those traps or what. Bringing them in, putting new ones out. That's one of our crabbers. Let's see what he does here. Pulling one up. It's not very deep out there. Yep. All right. Enough of the crabber. Who knows? You never know what we're going to see in the mornings, do you? What I'm going to share with you. A willet and a seagull. Willet on the left, seagull on the right. Yep. Thought we were going to see a little white ibis that took off. Heading down the beach. Thanks for the stars, I appreciate that. Remember earlier, if you were watching it, saying how they might have to fill in some of the narrow areas on the beach here where the beach isn't very wide before they can get up to the north end with the new sand for the renourishment. This is one of the spots right here where at high tide there's not a lot of beach left. Especially if we have one of those king tides or super high tides. Like we had that low tide the other day. We had high tides that come almost up to that wall there in front of the building. There was a time here during sea turtle nesting season they couldn't even get along through here on their little mules. They couldn't, there was not enough beach to even get through here. You can see actually where the water came up to during that king tide. See that ridge up in there? That's where the water came up to. So if you're walking the beach, you either walked in the water or went around. Look at all that blue, gorgeous. There's a paddler out there. Somebody on their paddle board. heading down the beach. Pretty far out. Sometimes the dolphin, oh, I was going to say the dolphins like following them. Did you see that? Did you see the dolphin come up? I was just getting ready to say sometimes the dolphins follow them, and there was a dolphin came up right next to her. Did you see that? I was wondering why she was stopping. That was so cool. Talk about perfect timing. That was really cool. Ha! My dolphin's heading south. Had a pretty good pace. That was cool. That was really cool. It was just a fleeting moment. I don't know if you saw it. Did anybody see it? Keep my eyes peeled for more dolphins coming up from the south. Huh. Usually they're going the opposite direction this time of the morning. See that little turn dive into the water there? That paddleboarder's sitting down now on her board. I don't see any dolphins around here. Or swimmers every once in a while. Those long distance swimmers that swim along our shore here. The dolphins will kind of follow along with them. Sometimes very, very close. Can you see the paddleboarder right there? Just a little speck out there. So during this beach renourishment, I'll probably be spending more time at Delnor-Wiggins. Just to give you a heads up, which I suggest you do too if you're a beach goer here. There's a little sandpiper running by here, a seagull and a little sandpiper. You see it scooting by there? So tiny and so fast. They got the shortest little legs and they just go 100 miles an hour. This little sandbar right in here. It's underwater right now. You can get out and look back at the beach, get a good look at Vanderbilt Beach. We started up at Delnor-Wiggins up there to the north. The sky's getting a little brighter, a little bluer now. It's a lot cloudier when I started. Delnor-Wiggins up in there. Look at that water. Woo boy. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. There's 2 seagulls fighting with a little snowy egret up here over breakfast. The little snowy egret won. Yeah. Fighting over breakfast, huh?
Looks like it.
La Playa just ahead of us, not too far. Starting to see some more beach walkers out here. We're slowly starting to see more and more people in town now. Things are starting to pick up. After Thanksgiving, we'll really start to see it picking up here. It's busy. We got 3 good months of really, really busy time here. More of that red drift algae in the water. Doesn't hurt anything. Except your pictures. There's another part of the beach that at high tide gets very, very out of super high tide. I don't know if we're going to have any of those during the beach renourishment. I don't know if you remember when we had those high tides. That water was all the way up to here. Look at how it's washed everything away here. The Turtle Patrol couldn't get their vehicles through here. They couldn't get the beach right through here. So I noticed when I was walking up the beach this morning. So just piled up a whole bunch of rocks. Guess they took them out of the water, which is a good thing. So there are rocks out in the water here, and you can tell these are out in the water because they're kind of green. Somebody pulled all these rocks out and piled them up here. Made a little monument. You know, those are not fun to step on when you're out in the water. There's some places where there's lots of rocks in the water. Shells and rocks. The willet birds scampering by. You can see all the rocks here in the water. Look at them all. Rocks and broken shells. Fish darting around. Hey Gary, good morning. Thanks for tuning in. Just walking down Vanderbilt Beach. Started up at Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park. I'm a little more than halfway down Vanderbilt Beach now. Just coming up to La Playa over here on the right. Been a pretty darn nice morning so far. Sharon, you too. God bless. Rick, good morning. You're just tuning in. I started this morning a mile or so up the beach, up that way, up just past those buildings there. That's Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park, right up in there. That's where we started our walk this morning. Walked on that beach just for a few minutes, then turned around and started heading this way, making my way down to Vanderbilt Beach Park. I don't know if I'll make that during the live feed. That's where I'm headed. That's where I left my flip-flops this morning. Water's looking good. Tide's still going out. Low tide's around 11 o'clock. Water temperature 82. Now the air temperature somewhere in the mid-70s. Gonna get to 89 today. Wish you're out here walking with me. Randy. Now is when you don't want to come to Vanderbilt Beach. The next 6 weeks will be a mess. I will keep you posted on what's going on with all that beach renourishment. I'm not out here for tourism. I'm out here to walk the beach and just share the views. Very shallow right in here. in front of, or in back of the La Playa. Very shallow. Pretty much a little sandbar right here. It'll probably be out of the water by 11 o'clock. It'll be dry ground here, dry beach to walk on. That kitchen always smells so good at La Playa. It's torture walking by here when they're cooking up. Oh, so that bacon. Smells so good when you walk by here. I'm starting to drool. Believe it or not, I'm not a big bacon eater. My wife hogs it all. I might get some scraps once a month. Haven't really seen any large groups of birds on the beach this morning. Nothing like we've been seeing at Wiggins Pass, at Clam Pass. They're just kind of spread out. It's a little snowy egret. If you don't know your little shorebirds here, or little waders, with their little yellow feet. It's going to take off here. A couple of them. Looks like they're wearing little yellow slippers. They got like a yellow stripe on the back of their legs. They got a little yellow band by their eyes. And those little yellow feet that you can't see because they're in the water. They don't miss too often. We'll probably get down the beach as far as maybe the Floridian Club. Then maybe I'll record a little beach report at Vanderbilt Beach Park, check things out, see what's cooking. See if there's any of the crew there to talk to, get some info. And I'll probably be out at Vanderbilt Beach Park in the morning to let everybody see what's going on. It's like I said earlier at the start, tomorrow's the big day when all the dump trucks start arriving with the sand. Whew. It's one after the other. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them will be coming. So it'll be a little while before they're running the trucks up and down the beach. They build up a big stockpile of sand. So that'll probably be starting mid-morning maybe. We'll see. See how they do it this time. It was different people this time, a different crew. At least when they were bringing in the equipment on Friday. Another little willet bird running by me. That paddle boarder's, she's beating me to Delnor-Wiggins, to Vanderbilt Beach Park. I was just thinking about Delnor-Wiggins. I was hoping to see her and say, I saw that dolphin swim by you. We see so many cool things during these beach walks. They're just, I mean, they're fleeting moments. Boom, things just happen. Just like that. Don't know when something really neat's gonna happen or where. Don't know what's gonna happen. Just boom. It's one of those moments. One of those beach moments that we've all come to love over the years. Well, that sun's bright. Clouds have kind of thinned out. This is the Floridian Club under the palms. Private club for the folks that live at the dunes, which is up the beach a ways up by Delnor-Wiggins. Bunch of high-rise and low-rise condos. Give some of our friends that stay over here a peek at the Gulf Point of Naples, that little white timeshare building. Some of our beach family friends stay there. A lot of timeshares, a lot of Airbnbs here. ERPOs, all that kind of stuff, vacation rentals, all over the place. So if you enjoyed this morning's walk, if you appreciate my efforts, if you want to see my live feeds continue, think about supporting my efforts every now and then. With maybe sending some Facebook stars. I get a penny for each star that you send. Or even better, tips. Don't have to pay a fee like you do with those stars. Facebook gets a fee when you purchase those Facebook stars. I pay a fee for those Facebook stars. Tips go directly to me through either Venmo or PayPal. No fee on your end, maybe a small fee on my end, nothing like the stars. And you can find a link to PayPal and Venmo in the description of this post. Pretty easy to find, just do a little scrolling. And I do thank you. I appreciate you hanging out with me in the mornings. I'd appreciate a share. Anything that I post that you like, besides giving it a like, a share would be awesome. Share it with the world. The more shares, the better. Love to increase the size of our beach family here. I'd like to get some more subscribers. That's something you could really do if you really want to help support my walks here. Think about subscribing to Southwest Florida Television's Facebook page. That would be awesome. My goal is to get 300, a minimum of 300 subscribers. And then I can make these pop-up ads go away. If that would ever happen, if I get 10%, that would be really sweet. 10% of my followers, up to 53,000 something. It's pretty cool. Unbelievable, look at this. Damn soda can. Twisted tea, can in the water. What's wrong with these people, huh? We're up to the Vanderbilt Beach Resort, home to that world famous Turtle Club restaurant. I didn't think I was going to get all the way down here to Vanderbilt Beach Park during my live feed. But here we are. Darn it, there used to be trash cans up here. Not anymore. Morning. Another one of our beautiful great egrets. We were watching one of those earlier up the beach. Beautiful. Spent a couple minutes watching it. So get a little zoom in on it. If you look back at the Turtle Club and the beach at Vanderbilt Beach Resort, it's quiet. There's a few people already sitting out in their beach chairs. But that's your best value right there if you want to stay on the beach. I think in all of Naples, that's your best deal right there, the Vanderbilt Beach Resort. Of course, everything's expensive on the beach. I think that's your best value right there. Just ask our friend Randy. We have quite a few friends that stay there. They will back me up. Great deal. Nice clean rooms. Small. It's got that old Florida kind of feel. Turtle Club restaurant. You dine right out on the beach. Get your toes in the sand on the patio. No brick pavers or anything. Just a sandy patio area up there. You can almost spit into the water from your seat. Well, let's see some stars there, peeps. These beach walks can't continue with 100 stars in the morning. Ah, the sunlight. Now we're at Vanderbilt Beach Park. See how they got it fenced off here. Starting tomorrow, there's going to be a huge pile of sand here. Starting to build here. Alright, that's going to do it for this morning's beach walk. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for being a friend. Thanks for allowing me into your lives and onto your screens. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tally ho, everyone, tally ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. May God bless you, your family, your friends, your fur babies, everything and everyone in your lives. And God bless our wonderful, beautiful, and amazing country. The place that I so proudly call my home. God bless America. One nation under God. Keep her in your prayers. She needs them now more than ever. Tally ho. Tally ho.